This is lesson 4, the secret of tonguing on the trombone. There's a secret to tonguing that many teachers and professional trombonists either they don't know or don't want you to know this secret, which will make tonguing much more easier for you throughout your horn. And knowing how to tongue, of course, on trombone is extremely important because you don't have valves to stop the notes. You've got to tongue or else you're going to get glisses like this. Don't want to sound like a drunken trombone player. So you need to know how to tongue well. Now, many teachers confuse tonguing with articulation. Now, you need tongue to articulate. Articulation is how the notes and phrases are played. Such things as legato, staccato, marcato, sforzando, and many, many more. In classical and jazz and all kinds of music, articulations are important. Without good tonguing, you can't articulate correctly, and you'll never be a good player. So, tonguing is how you can perform these articulations. Now, there's a big division today between classical and jazz music. Some schools only teach jazz, some schools only teach classical, and some teach both, like where I went to school. So, classical and jazz music have some of the same tonguing techniques and some different. I think jazz is a little more advanced. Classical is more traditional. Classical tonguing, you have separati, ta 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 ta, or to 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 to, legato, da 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 da, double and triple tonguing, and flutter tonguing, even some flutter tonguing or growling, even used in some modern compositions. Jazz trombone articulation has now developed many different types, mainly in the multiple tongue area, double, triple. It can be the staccato, and can be legato, and there's a newer form. Great trombonist named Bob McChesney really pioneered this type of tonguing. It's called doodle tonguing, and it's very good. I discovered it about 10 years ago, a little more than 10 years ago. And I've been practicing ever since, and I use it in my playing. If you listen to any of my examples, you'll hear doodle tonguing. Now, tonguing, explained simply, it's like speech. When you talk, you use different words, syllables. You use your tongue in different ways to make P, or your lips. You don't use lips with P in your music, but you use the tongue to separate the notes. Now, when I was in college, my teacher, Dr. Richard Thorell, studied at Eastman with the great Emery Remington, one of the father of modern trombone technique. And he used a syllable that was very good. It was called to, because it's very open. In classical music, you want to be an open, big sound. You want to be able to play a Wagnerian trombone. You have to ball. You have to have a big sound. Now, the Arben technique, which many teachers use, many classical use, two is a little bit more closed, but it's also legitimate. You can say two. It's not, so one of the problems I had in college was multiple tonguing in my upper register. I had a lot of difficulties, and especially in jazz, I had a lot of difficulties, and difficulties in I had trouble with my endurance and upper register. Well, since then I've discovered why, and now I'm going to tell you the secret many teachers don't teach, or they don't know. And on YouTube, I've seen many YouTube videos where they'll even use it, and they don't explain what they're doing. They're using the secret, and they don't explain it. Someone like Conrad Herwig, he plays all through his, everywhere, all over his horn, and doodle all types of tonguing. Many modern trombonists use all different types of tonguing. Now, here we go. Here's the secret. You ready? The syllables can and should change depending on what register you are playing in. That's what they don't teach. If you keep watching, please keep watching, and I will explain, and I will even suggest and demonstrate how to do this, how to change this. It's so simple. For example, single separated tonguing in the lower register. To, or to, like I said before. Oh. But when you go higher, if you try to go to on a high B flat, what's going to happen? Oh, you can't narrow your sound enough, or you're going to squeeze your embouchure to get the B flat because you're going to B flat or higher. You can't do it. It doesn't work. So you gradually move up. Is a little narrow. The T sound is narrower and makes it easier to tongue in the upper register. Bing, light bulb goes on. It's very simple. And, same with staccato and, Okay, now, double and triple tonguing. Okay, simple. Same thing. Legato, single tonguing. As in jazz, when the great trombonist who we just lost a few years ago, named Bill Watrous, one of my main inspirations, I noticed that when he double tongued, he wasn't going, he was using soft. That's how he could play these incredibly fast passages with the soft double tongue. But when you go in the upper register, you can't say you go do. No, you get higher, you change it to da or D. Simple. And the same with triple tonguing. Okay, now on to doodle tonguing. Oh, I forgot to mention the staccato, multiple tonguing. I think I said that. But anyway, doodle tonguing. This is a newer tongue. Not too many guys out there I've seen videos explaining doodle tonguing. Because doodle tonguing, I think, is the most expressive kind of multiple tonguing in jazz, especially. Because in doodle tonguing, it's very smooth. Can be very legato. And when you put the duh sound in, you can accent. If you understand. Now, when I started doodle tonguing, I noticed I can't even doodle tongue on a F. I could barely get the doodle level. I was going doodle. I couldn't narrow my airstream enough to get into my upper register. So now I know you have to change the syllable when you go higher. Doodle or deedle. Got it? Let me play a little bit. Legato. Staccato, double and triple tonguing. Okay, jazz. Soft legato. Different than with triple tonguing. And doodle tonguing. And upper register. and triple. Got it? Work on it. Now, if you have trouble hitting the upper notes, please listen to my first 3 lessons. Try and help you play better. And please subscribe. And please subscribe to my channel. Click that bell, like, and I will have another lesson on more involved in doodle tonguing, since this is something quite more new in the past 10, 20 years. And of course, our band studies have been going on for 100 years, so 20 years is not a lot of time. So I will do another video on doodle tonguing, so please subscribe. Now, hit the button. Boom.